Adversity and challenges. Yes, that is today's topic. I am super excited that you guys are joining me today. My name's Angela Brown, and I'm here today to share with you some ideas that we're going to unpack from the insights and wisdom of Omuugn. This is a book that we're going through together. We're visiting this session every Saturday morning for about an hour, and we're talking about challenges, the challenges of life and how inevitable they are. Joining me today, I am so excited that we have the author himself, Omuugn.
Good
Hi
morning.
there. How are you today?
Great. It's a wonderful day.
One of the things that you just brought up, and I think it's really important as we talk about the culture and the society around us, is I think for many years it was easy to say if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. And there's a lot of stuff that is coming to our consciousness right now that is encouraging a conversation. And so, if it's nothing more than encouraging a conversation, it's bringing to light, hey, there's an issue here on the table that exists. And then how do you feel about it? Netflix is doing a really great job right now by bringing to the front these documentaries of different topics that maybe have been pushed to the wayside. And one that I watched this last week was on the painkiller epidemic and how painkillers were being uh, recommended, maybe more so than were actually needed. People were becoming addicted to them and they were highlighting their pain, saying, I need more of the same. And then it grew and mushroomed out of control to where now people were becoming addicts where they weren't addicts before. And now they think this is the only way to solve this problem. And it hit me off guard because I myself just had a knee surgery. Going through this, the same, I can understand suddenly someone being in pain and not having a solution because I found myself in that exact same situation where the painkillers they gave me were highly addictive. They said to me, we're giving you the highest, most addictive kind of painkiller. And I was like, but why? And they said, because we want you to have what you need. And so after about 2 days, I went completely off the medication because it wasn't helping me at all. What I discovered was the pain medicine was making me groggy. And I was like, so I'm taking medicine that's just making me groggy and now I can't work. If I'm going to be in pain anyway, I might as well just go off the pain medication. To me, that was the solution. But I didn't have a solution for the pain because it was so intense. Watching this then on painkillers, I totally understand how someone can find themselves in this situation. For the last several days, my husband and I have had these conversations over and over again because we've had employees whose spouses have overdosed and have lost their lives as a result of being addicted to pain medicines. We've personally been involved in people that were addicts. And now, with a different understanding, before I thought, well, how lousy of them to be an addict. And now, having watched this Netflix documentary, watching how the doctors will prescribe over and over again. And I walked myself through a conversation I had with my doctor at the post op, where I went back and he said, hey, I see that you're still limping. I hoped you'd be better by now. How is that pain? And I said, it has not gone away yet. It's reduced, but it has not gone away yet. And he's like, do you need more pain medicines? And I'm like, I do not. I did not finish the ones you gave me. I'm not happy with this. And he said, what are you doing to fix it? And I said, I'm using hypnosis. I'm trying to reduce the amounts of pain at a neurological level, not with medication. That did not work for me. So there are conversations that you mentioned that are coming to the front of our consciousness right now. I've never in my whole life sat down and said, how do I feel about pain medicine? It just wasn't part of my life. And now I have a very strong opinion about it because I did watch this Netflix program, because it did surface and it came to my attention. And because now I do need to know how I feel about this particular topic. I need to know when you talk about change and challenge, I'm going through a personal challenge right now. My belief system is directly connected to how I'm going to get through this particular challenge.
There are a lot of issues like that, and they're not really approached with awareness. We need to realize that there's a balance. We need to have some logical processes that go into the decision-making processes that we make. What would be the best solution for this problem? How can
Mhm.
we resolve it in the most efficient, productive manner?
Are you talking then about making concessions or negotiations as you're coming to solutions for what could be challenges that maybe are not one way or the other?
most things have an optimal solution. There are things that are difficult to compromise on. There has to be some intelligent design behind our processing and our programs. And that's what I really feel is lacking.
That was phenomenal. Thank you for that. I have absolutely thrived off of this conversation. I've learned a lot about accepting challenges in a way that helps us grow and not stagnates our progress. So I absolutely love that. I want to encourage everybody that's watching this that you leave your challenges in the notes below. I love having Omuugn here to unpack these ideas and concepts with us. So thank you so much for your time today. This was awesome.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll see you guys again next week. Have a great week.